Time now for a quick news blast from the PEP Radio Newsroom. This is part 4 of a 4-part series of news blasts, and during our first segment on the story, we shared with you the following. The anti-trans rhetoric and violence against me and others in our community has escalated since the election. Ash Lazarus, or he, they pronouns, told LGBTQ Nation, I've dealt with a stalker, death threats, physical and verbal assaults, including at the state capitol in West Virginia. Or also works as the press relations manager at Advocates for Trans Equality, an organization that fights for equal rights for transgender people. Speaking on behalf of the organization, Orr recommends that trans people update their legal documents and make sure they have secured healthcare access as much as possible. A Trevor Project Movement Advancement Project study this week found that 266,000 LGBTQ plus people ages 13 to 24 had relocated to more inclusive parts of the country. Some queer people are even taking matters into their own hands, joining gun groups and purchasing firearms. When asked that political and social support, what can people do? They feel trans people need. Imogene said, it's time for cisgender people to step up. And certainly what the election of Trump has done is reinforce in the wider public's mind that it's okay to hate trans people, and it's okay to commit violence against trans people, and it's okay to treat them as second-class citizens, Imogene said. We need cis people to stand up for us, because it's not always safe for trans people to stand up for themselves. So whether that means protecting us when someone is threatening us physically on the subway, or when someone is refusing to use the correct pronouns in a coffee shop, we are vulnerable right now, and we need a lot of help from our community. Or emphasize their desire to be recognized as himself and as a person worthy of respect. We want anti-trans politicians and their allies to understand that trans people are not the enemy. We are your friends, neighbors, and family members. We work in your schools, hospitals, and businesses, and we organize and volunteer in our communities. Like everyone else, we simply want to live our lives with freedom, dignity, and respect. So, what specific action can you take? We recommend that you volunteer your time to local and statewide LGBTQ plus organizations. Donate money to these organizations. Another thing you can do, if you haven't already, is to download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Time now for a quick check of the weather forecast here on PEP Radio.